I know you. Do you know me? That's the question. Are we really different? Are we really separated? See, for some time already I was looking to get some more answers about who I really am. What path brought me here? What path right now brought you here as well to watch this very video? I was looking for so many years, over 40 now, for this reflection on, am I only the brain, the mind and the body? Or there is something more for me to discover, to rediscover, to reignite, to reconnect. I was working long time to get those goals in this very spiritual journey that I'm on right now. But first, this journey was just a physical one. It was a journey of discovering this physical world, these physical aspects of the world, these physical goals that we all have as part of our experience of the world. We think that our sense of fulfillment in physical form as mind and body is only to get to the places where we either are recognized or we achieve much more than others in terms of our visual resources that we have. But I went through all those steps and I found that this journey begins really when you discover the aspect of ourselves that I want to present to you today. See, for a long time already I'm really rediscovering myself thanks to all those spiritual teachers that unconsciously were spiritual teachers and those that consciously saw the spiritual aspects of me and themselves and were helping to get to this destination as well. I was first growing in those aspects of really going outside of just achieving the goals, just this perspective that I need to really go to other destinations. I need to get resources to support my family. And I went a bit farther and farther. I started to discover some programs that I participated in, but I was in there with the mindset of really getting more resources to support my family. I was focusing just on the resources. I was focusing on the resources as well to really get as well my knowledge about cryptocurrencies, about security to different levels, to share this information, to have income from this perspective. But that was not fulfilling, and I saw that really focusing on just this monetary value is not really a value for me, not really the sense of fulfillment I want to have, does not bring me that much joy that I can feel is achievable. So when I discovered as well that when I focus on the aspect of serving others, of delivering the highest value possible to others, delivering what I discovered, sharing the experience, giving them the possibility to rediscover themselves with me, I focused, I thought, but that was not thought. They were just images in the mind that I need to discover really two things. One is to discover joy and happiness and go out of the fear that right now is so much existing in this world. And two, rediscover myself and rediscover those aspects of myself that I didn't know that existed. I was so focused on the external perception of the world that I didn't recognize what internally happens in here. I was not aware that there is presence much more sophisticated, much more aware, that has access to unlimited wisdom that exists in all of us. It's guided by heart, by intuition, by opening your third eye, and it's all the knowledge and wisdom that exists. But the knowledge and the wisdom that we did not discover that often until now. See, there are lots of spiritual teachers that started to tell us how we can achieve more. As part of the religions, in most of the religions, you have this aspect of rediscovering yourself. You have the aspect that your journey to God, the universe, the highest consciousness is really starting with finding out who you are. And it's not just discovering that you are not the brain, you are not the body, but you are something that exists and guides this body. Who put those thoughts in your head? Who put those images in your head? Have you discovered that as well this head, this brain, bases on your past experience and guides you according to only the things it knows. It focuses on threats. Most of the times in survival mode, and you have capabilities to go out of this survival mode, to go out of this comfort zone that is so peaceful and is so calm for you. Would you give yourself permission to take a couple of steps more to rediscover that this guiding force is beyond just the mind, beyond just the body? It's your holistic body that consists not only of this physical form, but as well of this external factors to this physical body, but still part of you as human being, the energetical body and your spiritual body. The soul that drives you is something that we hear but hardly ever act upon. The path to your spiritual journey starts with rediscovering your soul, rediscovering your true self, rediscovering your heart, your true connectivity to highest consciousness that you have built in. But no one told you that you can do it in any moment. You can do it right now. You just have to grow. You just have to connect to others that have already experience of that. To just rediscover it on your own. You have access to masters right now. It's so easy for all of us to find those masters. And I'm here as well to give you the perspective of how we can do it together. I've been working on that many aspects of myself. I've worked on those aspects that enable me to really try to transfer this wisdom that I got from those masters that I'm following, that I was following, for those masters that told me how the mind works, how the body works, and how our spiritual aspects work. I was participating in lots of the events by Tony Robbins. Probably you know him. He gave me the tools to rediscover what my life is about, what my life can be to others, how I can add values to others by rediscovering my capabilities, by unleashing the power that I have, by unleashing and helping unleash the power that you have as well. I went as well to great events by Dean Graziosi, who helped me to really open up for this aspect of sharing, the aspect that led me to rediscover what I want to focus on. The dot that he calls, the dot that is the spiritual dot I want to explore and I want to share my experience on with you. The aspect as well of building the group of people, the tribe of people, the hive of people that are in this journey together. When we have opportunities to share with each other where we are, to really reconnect with each other, re-energize each other on all those aspects of our journey, because this journey is not that easy journey. It's part of our human journey, our hero's journey that has all those struggles, that helps you guide yourself on this very path to where you can be. If you open up to the spiritual aspects of yourselves, if you let yourself open up to yourself, then we can reconnect and we can be together on this very journey to discovering who we really are. Have you already found that there is something beyond just your identity that you possess in here? Have you discovered that for lots of the things we connect to different identities within ourselves, but still we identify with ourselves? We identify with ourselves in any state that we are. If we have any disabilities, we still identify with ourselves. This journey as well brought me into discovering the spiritual teachers, the great spiritual masters that existed. I was raised in Christianity, so the natural master for me was Jesus Christ. And for me, discovering not only the things that I've learned from reading the Bible, but as well the things I was made aware of, that Jesus Christ brought us the biggest gift of Christ consciousness, not necessarily only doing this magnificent thing for humanity and sacrificing himself, but as well bringing access, bringing awareness to this Christ consciousness that we have access to, that we can as well connect to by discovering our true essence, by being in the very soul part of us. I've discovered as well lots of things about yogi culture, and that is great gift by the one that brought this knowledge of yoga to the Western world. It's Paramhansa Yogananda, and his story, his autobiography of yogi. This is such a great gift to humanity, to just describe what is possible on those aspects of ourselves, on those aspects that we all can discover, and then break those barriers, break these elements that really block us from achieving more and more. Let's connect to this highest aspect of ourselves. Let's connect to what those spiritual teachers that we have in all religions, that existed, that exist and will exist, to those gurus that start to tell you, okay, focus on real you, focus not only on your physical body, not only on developing your brain that school does quite often, but find as well this aspect of you that is in there to be discovered and is the biggest gift that you have. This consciousness, this spirituality aspect of you that you can discover in yourself by making yourself aware that it's possible. I've discovered that everything is possible if you consider it probable. Try it on your own. Try to see those opportunities. I already discovered how it is when soul talks and mind is just the observer, and mind observes not only how soul talks, but observes as well when he intervenes in what soul has to say. I already participated in great meetings where it was pure joy, happiness, and sharing directly from heart without any hint of negative elements. Just pure sharing, just pure being, just pure serving, just pure mastermind of hearts. The heart connectivity is so important and such a gem that we can achieve in these times where we have direct access to those spiritual teachers, to those gurus that tell you that all religions that we have, they deliver part of the whole picture or elements of the picture that they were meant to deliver for you to have foundation to grow. And on this path to growing to your spirituality from this physical world to discovering yourself on your spiritual level, I want to be the guide. I want to have your permission to help you on. So if you are interested in really discovering more, I would be more than glad to connect you and to share with you all the wisdom I have. If you would like to know more and connect on different level, I highly advise that you go ahead and really connect either through call that is available or by joining the tribe that we are in, and then trying to connect on this new spiritual level. Let's practice this spiritual awareness because it's so needed. If you start to practice it, if you start to connect to your true self, you will see the world in much better colors, in much bigger picture. You will start to appreciate this macro aspect, so the whole universe, those galaxies that exist, and you will start to appreciate your internal aspects that exist, your internal aspects, your cellular aspects. You are formed out of those interacting cells, and you can move this phenomenal body, and you have this phenomenal brain, you have phenomenal energy, and you have access to outstanding spirituality aspect of yourself. So let's connect together. Let's be on this journey together, and for sure you would have much of what is in your true essence. Let's start to talk heart to heart. Let's start to use the soul to soul communication on daily lives, and let's reignite this world to really appreciate each and everything that exists, appreciate it from spiritual level, from the highest level that we can achieve by connecting to this highest consciousness that we are part of, and this highest consciousness that creates us in real time. We are created on constant basis. This whole world is created on constant basis. The whole universe, our earth, and how we function is recreated on constant basis. Is it worth appreciating? Is it worth appreciating how beautiful journey you had until now? how many aspects of yourself you had until now that were just miracles, just milestones on your journey of fulfillment and journey to the spiritual aspect of yourself that you right now have the opportunity to connect to as you were guided here. Why you found this location, how you found this location, think about that. And think about why I'm thinking that it's the place I should go, place I should connect to. Why? Because it's pure. Why? Because it's so powerful, so joyful to be in this place, and give yourself permission to be in this place. So I hope to connect you. I hope that we can have this journey together, and together as humanity we can achieve enormous things on our path to fulfillment. Thank you very much.